Caitlin Clark has reportedly been offered a chance to play for Chicago Sky, alongside Angel Reese, something Angel is excited for. This is about to change their rivalry forever. But will Reese be able to live up to her status next year?
We'll play on the same team one day, I'm sure. We're going to definitely play on the same team one day. So.
Nothing is confirmed yet, but Caitlin alongside Angel is almost like a dream team. They would tear up the 2025 season. Caitlin with her crazy passing range, and Angel with her insane rebounds.
There's gonna be one hater that throws.
She's broken records already, bro. What are y'all talking about? She's broken WNBA records. What are y'all you discrediting her?
No, I'm not.
We are.
I mean, if
she has changed the game.
Unanimous.
That alone as a rookie, think about this. A motherfucker sped up to try to bump me.
Oh, God.
Ooh. Well,
I'm a rookie. You the vet. You know how fucking powerful I gotta be for you to have that type of animosity in your heart?
well, since you brought it up, let's talk about it. We got to talk about that situation.
Caitlin is Jean Grey out there.
I can tell you this.
She's an Omega level mutant.
X-Men.
Omega. She's a phoenix.
Hilarious.
I can tell you something right now. Is the fact that they have her second in MVP clearly says she's going to win Rookie of the Year. For sure.
Caitlin Clark, a name that has rapidly gained prominence in the world of basketball, represents the future of the sport. As a young athlete who has already achieved so much, the prospect of her potentially moving teams is a subject of great excitement and speculation. Whether fans are rooting for her to stay with her current team or eagerly imagining her donning the jersey of a new franchise like the Chicago Sky, one thing is clear. Caitlin Clark's next move could dramatically shape the future of the WNBA. But this is about more than just which team Caitlin might join. It's about how she could reshape the dynamic of the entire league. Caitlin's remarkable skill set, her leadership on the court, and her competitive drive make her an asset to any team lucky enough to have her. If she moves to a new team, the ramifications will be felt not just by her former team, but by every other contender in the league. In this exploration, we'll get up into what Caitlin Clark's potential move means for the future of the WNBA, her possible pairing with Angel Reese, the impact on teams like the Indiana Fever, and the rivalries that could become even more heated as Caitlin continues to make her mark on the sport. The Chicago Sky has been a powerhouse in the WNBA with a roster full of talented players and a fan base that consistently supports the team. However, the possibility of adding Caitlin Clark to their lineup would elevate the team to an entirely new level. With Clark's ability to not only score but also facilitate plays for her teammates, she could be the key to unlocking a more dynamic and dangerous Chicago Sky. Whilst others like Chennedy Carter are not interested.
I don't know Caitlin. I don't know her from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is hoops. It's competitive, and this is basketball. And you're playing against somebody like me. I classify myself as a dog. So if you're gonna throw a punch, then I'm gonna compete with you. I'm gonna play at the level that you're given. So that's just a player that I am.
For Caitlin, moving to a team like Chicago Sky could be an ideal opportunity to further hone her skills and expand her influence in the league. Chicago is a team known for its resilience and adaptability, two qualities that perfectly complement Caitlin's style of play. Her precision passing, long-range shooting, and ability to read the game would blend seamlessly with the Sky's existing structure, providing the franchise with a game-changing player who could lead them to new heights. The potential pairing of Caitlin Clark with other stars already on the Chicago roster would be a dream come true for fans. The chemistry she could develop with the team's top players might push Chicago Sky into becoming a perennial championship contender. It's not hard to imagine how Caitlin's arrival could mark the beginning of a new era for the team, one where they dominate the league with her leading the charge.
She's getting paid $78,000 next year. 4 years, $333,000 total contract. Laughable. And everybody's like, well, she'll make money doing other stuff. It's like, well, how about the amount of money she's about to make for the owners of the WNBA?
And she's about to make them a lot. 17,000 people claimed a seat at the Indiana Fever Stadium just to watch Caitlin Clark be drafted on a TV. And even that event got unprecedented hype.
Indiana Fever select Caitlin Clark.
Multiple teams, including the Washington Mystics and the two-time reigning WNBA champions, the Las Vegas Aces, have already announced that they're going to be moving their games against the Fever to larger stadiums. And now fans in Chicago and elsewhere are signing petitions begging their teams to do the same. In Washington, D.C. alone, moving the Mystics game to the Capital One Arena will almost quintuple their ticket sales. That's on top of jersey revenue, ad revenue from streams, and other sources. Some people say that because the WNBA doesn't make as much money as the NBA, the players shouldn't make as much either, but they don't even make a similar percentage.
Angel Reese, another shining star in the world of women's basketball, has expressed interest in possibly playing alongside Caitlin Clark. This idea has sent shockwaves through the basketball community. Reese, known for her aggressive defense and versatile offensive game, would make a formidable partner for Clark. Together, they could form one of the most exciting duos in WNBA history, combining Reese's tenacity with Clark's playmaking brilliance. If this partnership were to materialize, the possibilities are endless. Both players have proven that they have what it takes to succeed at the highest levels of competition, and together, they could potentially dominate the league for years to come. The combination of Reese's physicality and Clark's finesse would make them nearly unstoppable on the court. Teams would have to adjust their strategies entirely to counteract the threat posed by these two extraordinary talents. More than just their complementary skill sets, the partnership between Reese and Clark would be symbolic of a new era in women's basketball. It would represent a shift towards players prioritizing collaboration and shared success over individual accolades. Reese has spoken openly about her admiration for Caitlin's game, and the mutual respect between the two could translate into a working relationship that propels them both to new heights. As fans, it's thrilling to imagine what they could achieve together: championships, MVP awards, and records that stand the test of time.
A lot of people don't understand that either about Caitlin. You don't know where those passes are going.
No,
Yo,
it's going to go to where she thinks you're going to score from. She's like a football.
Quarterback.
She's passing you into a route.
Peyton Manning. Indianapolis' finest.
While Caitlin Clark's potential move to Chicago Sky is one exciting possibility, the prospect of her being drafted to a different team altogether remains just as captivating. The Indiana Fever, the team that Caitlin currently plays for, has benefited enormously from her presence on the court. However, should Caitlin be drafted to another franchise, it could leave the Fever facing a significant void. The Fever is in a rebuilding phase, and losing Caitlin would mean losing a player around whom they have started to build their future. She has brought a fresh energy to the team, not just with her stats, but also with her leadership and ability to elevate the play of those around her. Losing her would undoubtedly set the team back, forcing them to rethink their strategy and seek new talent to fill the gap she leaves behind. On the flip side, a move to a new team could be just what Caitlin needs to further develop her skills and solidify her status as one of the best players in the league. The decision to draft Caitlin away from Indiana Fever would certainly come with risks, but it could also open the door to new opportunities for both Caitlin and her new team. Whether it's the Chicago Sky, the Los Angeles Sparks, or another franchise, Caitlin's potential move will have a ripple effect throughout the league, reshaping the competitive landscape for years to come.
No, I'm not giving her the Rookie of the Year nod. No, that's not what I'm doing. All I'm saying is 24-19. Caitlin Clark breaks the WNBA record for assists in a game as a rookie. Oh no. Now, before y'all get in my comments talking about, nah, that's crazy, 19 assists, breaking all-time records. I know another rookie that broke an all-time record. Now, this is where I cannot defend this argument any longer. Caitlin Clark has more 20-point games than every other rookie combined. That's fucking insane. Now, listen, if she's your Rookie of the Year, I'm not going to argue with you. You got it. But I got my Rookie of the Year, and I got my reasons why. I'm very, very interested to see what this looks like after this All-Star break, because they do have an entire second half of the season. But I can't cap. 24-19 is fucking impressive. She should have got 25 assists if they can hit their damn shots.
If Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese do end up on the same team, the question of which player will vie for the MVP title becomes even more interesting. While the two could form an unstoppable duo, there's also the possibility that their individual performances could put them in direct competition for the league's most prestigious honor. And it's not just Reese who could challenge Caitlyn for the MVP title. A'ja Wilson, the reigning MVP and one of the most dominant players in the WNBA, remains a force to be reckoned with. If Caitlyn and Reese are pitted against A'ja in an MVP race, it could make for one of the most thrilling seasons in WNBA history. Each of these players brings something unique to the table, and all three have proven they can carry their teams to victory. Caitlyn's ability to distribute the ball, score from deep, and provide leadership on the court makes her a strong contender for the MVP title. But Angel Reese's defensive prowess and scoring ability can't be overlooked. Meanwhile, A'ja Wilson continues to be a dominant presence in the paint, making her a consistent favorite for the award. It's a race that could come down to the wire, and no matter who wins, it will be a season to remember for fans of women's basketball. One of the highlights of Caitlyn Clark's career so far has been her record-breaking rookie season. In just her first year in the WNBA, Caitlyn has shattered expectations and set new benchmarks for what a rookie can achieve. Among her many accomplishments, one stands out in particular: her record for the most assists in a single season. This achievement is a testament to Caitlyn's exceptional court vision and playmaking ability. She has a unique talent for reading the game and making the right pass at the right moment. Her assists aren't just about racking up numbers, they're about creating opportunities for her teammates and elevating the play of those around her. This kind of unselfish basketball is rare, especially in a league where individual statistics often take precedence over team success. Caitlyn's record-breaking season isn't just about numbers, though. It's about how she's changed the game and set a new standard for future rookies. Her ability to break records while still playing within the team system is what makes her such a special player. She's not just a scorer or a passer, she's a complete player who can do it all. And her record-breaking rookie season is proof of that.
This has to be the wildest Caitlyn Clark stat that exists. She already has more career assists than 75% of all players in WNBA history. She is 26 games into her career. 26 games, 213 assists, averaging 8.2 assists per game. 213 assists, better than 75% of all players in WNBA history. I'm like, there's no way that's true. So I Google it. I find this article from SI.com. The author was Robin Lundberg, and the whole thing's based on the same tweet that I'm talking about. I attempted to confirm it via the league's official page. Clark is ranked 268th all-time with 213 assists. Their list only goes to 695 players, but also ends with those who registered at least 2 assists, meaning anyone who had 1 or 0 didn't make the cut. So even if we're talking about players who have registered an assist, she's already in the top third. When we're talking all WNBA players, there's probably plenty that got on the floor for 10 minutes, didn't register an assist, aren't showing up on this list. So yeah, being 268th all-time already in this league, she's probably already in the top 25%.
Despite Caitlyn Clark's incredible achievements in her rookie season, not everyone has been quick to acknowledge her success. One notable figure who has remained relatively silent on Caitlyn's record-breaking year is Sheryl Swoopes, one of the WNBA's greatest legends. Swoopes, who helped pave the way for women's basketball, has yet to fully recognize the impact Caitlyn is having on the league. For some, this lack of recognition is surprising. After all, Swoopes was once in Caitlyn's shoes, a young player breaking barriers and setting new records. It seems like a missed opportunity for one generation of greats to acknowledge the rise of the next. Caitlyn Clark's success doesn't diminish the legacy of players like Swoopes. If anything, it strengthens it. By recognizing and celebrating the achievements of new players, legends like Swoopes can help ensure that the sport continues to grow and evolve. Perhaps Swoopes' silence is a reflection of the competitive nature of sports. Legends don't easily give up their thrones, and it's possible that Swoopes sees Caitlyn's rise as a reminder of how quickly the game is changing. But for Caitlyn and her fans, the recognition from a legend like Swoopes would be a powerful moment, symbolizing the passing of the torch from one generation of basketball greats to the next. Throughout her rookie season and beyond, Caitlyn Clark has consistently shown that she's not just a flash in the pan. Game after game, Caitlyn continues to put up impressive numbers, delivering performances that leave fans and analysts in awe. Whether it's her scoring ability, her playmaking, or her leadership on the court, Caitlin is proving that she's here to stay. One of the most exciting aspects of Caitlin's game is her versatility. She's just as comfortable taking a deep three-pointer as she is driving to the basket or dishing out assists to her teammates. Her all-around game makes her one of the most difficult players to defend, and teams across the league are struggling to find ways to slow her down. Caitlin's consistency is also what sets her apart. It's one thing to have a breakout game or two, but it's another to deliver night in and night out. Caitlin has shown that she can perform at a high level every time she steps on the court, and that kind of reliability is what makes her one of the most valuable players in the league. As she continues to develop her game, there's no telling just how high her ceiling is. As competitive as Caitlin Clark is, her fiery nature has sometimes led to conflicts with referees. Known for being passionate about the game, Caitlin has had her fair share of run-ins with officials, leading some to label her as too competitive or too vocal. But is Caitlin's relationship with referees really a problem, or is it just a reflection of her deep desire to win?
Last time you hit the base of the basket, the ref told you it was disrespectful. Was just wondering if you got another explanation tonight.
Well, I mean, they're never going to overturn that. It's just one of the rules, I guess, of the game. So it's in the rule book. It is what it is. That's why, I mean, I tried to get my last one taken away. They just didn't take it away. And it stinks because I feel like at half of my technicals this year, I got one for the inadvertent contact to the face in the Minnesota game, and then 2 for hitting the stanchion of the basket. So it's like, one was a complete accident, and then the other 2 were just a little frustration with myself. So I think I could have done a better job keeping my emotions in check, but at the same time, like, really? So I don't know. I mean, but it is a rule, so they have to call it. And I get it. It's tough.
Well, Alexa and Christine.
There's no doubt that Caitlin plays with an intensity that can sometimes spill over into frustration when calls don't go her way. However, many see this as a sign of her commitment to the game. Great players often walk the line between controlled aggression and letting their emotions get the better of them. For Caitlin, her competitive fire is part of what makes her such a dynamic player. Of course, there are moments when Caitlin's frustration with referees has caused controversy. Some believe she should tone down her reactions and focus more on the game, while others argue that her passion is what sets her apart. Regardless of where you stand on the issue, it's clear that Caitlin's relationship with referees is a reflection of her intense love for the game and her desire to compete at the highest level. While Caitlin Clark's relationship with referees has sparked debate, her response to criticism has been nothing short of professional. Rather than getting caught up in the drama, Caitlin has consistently let her game do the talking. When questioned about her competitiveness, she remains calm and composed, refusing to engage in off-court disputes. This maturity is impressive for a player so young. Caitlin understands that her job is to play basketball, not to argue with referees or get involved in controversies. By focusing on her game and staying above the fray, Caitlin has earned the respect of her teammates, coaches, and even her opponents. Caitlin's ability to keep her cool under pressure is part of what makes her such a special player. She knows that her performance on the court is what will ultimately define her legacy, and she refuses to let outside distractions affect her play. It's this level of focus and determination that has helped Caitlin rise to the top of the league, and it's what will continue to drive her success in the years to come. As Caitlin Clark continues to develop her game and make waves in the WNBA, the question on everyone's mind is, what's next? With her rookie season behind her and a bright future ahead, Caitlin has the potential to become one of the greatest players the league has ever seen. Whether she stays with the Indiana Fever, moves to the Chicago Sky, or joins another franchise, Caitlin's impact on the league will be felt for years to come. The prospect of Caitlin teaming up with Angel Reese or competing against Aja Wilson for MVP honors adds an extra layer of excitement to her future. These rivalries and potential partnerships could shape the narrative of the WNBA for the next decade, with Caitlin at the center of it all. In the end, Caitlin Clark's journey is just beginning. She has already accomplished so much in her young career, but there's still so much more to come. As she continues to break records, win games, and inspire the next generation of basketball players, Caitlin is proving that she is a force to be reckoned with. Whether she's setting new standards for rookies, challenging the league's best players, or overcoming adversity, Caitlin Clark is well on her way to becoming a legend in the world of women's basketball. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.